Good morning, guys. How are you today? Today's lesson is Describe Plane Shapes, lesson number 12.1, page 505. Today we're going to talk about plane shapes. As you can see here, I have a drawing. An architect draw a plans for houses, stores, office and other buildings. Look at the shapes and the drawing at the right. Okay, I have a drawing on the right. Now, plane shape is a shape on the flat surface. It's like a drawing, guys. It formed by points that makes curved path, line, segment, or both. What is the meaning of this? Okay, if I have a point, as you can see, it's a point. Now, how about I have lines, but lines, we have many types of lines. Actually, we have three types of lines. The first type, it's called a line. What is the meaning of a line? Line is a straight path contains in both direction, continues in both direction and does not end. What does it mean? A line is a straight line, doesn't have a starting point or ending point. So I don't know where it starts or where it's gonna end. As you can see, I have here an arrow and here an arrow. Arrow means I don't know the starting point or the ending point. That's a line. I have another type of lines. It's called a line segment. As you can see, I have a point here and I have also a point here. So I have a point here and a point here, so that means I know where it starts and where it's gonna end. So it's a straight part of a line had two end points. So I know starting point and end points. Okay, as you can see, he's telling me about end points. Now the third type is an array. Array, as you can see, I know the starting point, but I don't know the ending point. So I have here a line, I know starting point and don't know ending point, so it's a race. So I have line, I don't know starting point or ending point, it has two arrows. Line segment, I know the starting point and ending point, it has 2 points. And the third type is array. Ray, I know the starting point and I don't know ending point, or I know ending point but I don't know the starting point, so it has a point and an arrow. Now, as you can see here, some plane shapes are made by connecting line segments at their endpoint. One example is a square. I have here a square. Okay, square has how many line segments? I have here a line, and I have here a line, I have here a line, and I have here a line. So I have how many line segments? I have 4 line segments. Okay, the line segments meet only at their what? Yes, at their end point. So I have 3 types of lines. I have lines, and I have line segments, and I have rays. Now let's move on to the next page. As you can see, I have closed shapes and I have open shapes. I have closed from its name, it's closed, and I have here open shapes, doesn't end. Okay. Now let's move on to the next page. Write how many line segments. In number 1, the shape has how many lines? 1, 2, 3. So I'm gonna write 3. Now circle all the words that describe the shape. Okay, I have here, what is the shape? Yes, it's a ray. Number 3, it's open shape or closed shape. Closed shape. Now here, open or closed. Open. And here, it's line or line segment. Look, I have end points. I have two end points, so it's a line segment. Now number 6, write whether the shape is open or closed. Here the shape is what? Open. And here, as you can see, it's closed. How about this one? Closed. And last one, it's open, as you can see. Now I need you to solve from number 10 till number 17, then check your answers with me. Write how many line segments the shape has. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm going to write 4. And here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I'm going to write 8. And here, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And write whether the shape is open or closed. Here is closed. Here is open, closed, and closed. Now guys, we will move on to another lesson. It's a small one also because our previous one is super easy and both of them are related. It's called Describe Angles in Plane Shapes, lesson number 12.2, page 509. Now, he's talking about angles in plane shapes. What is the meaning of angle? An angle is formed by two rays that share an endpoint. As you can see, if I have here a ray and I have here another ray, both of them will share an endpoint. Now I have an angle. Plane shapes have angles formed from two line segments that share an endpoint. The shared endpoint is called a vertex. So I have here a vertex and I have here a vertex, vertex, and vertex. The plural of vertex is vertices. So I can say one vertex or I have four vertices. Now guys, how I'm gonna know the type of angles that I have in plane shapes? As you can see, if the two lines are formed like a letter L, okay, so they have a right angle. I have here an L, I have here an L, so a right angle. What is the meaning of a right angle? Right angle is an angle that forms a square corner. I have square, okay? And I have another type of angle, less than right and more than right. Less than right, some angles are less than a right angle. Less than right, you will find it form a letter V. And some angles are greater than right, so you will find it, I don't know, it's like W. Okay, it's big, it's greater than right angle. So if you looked at the shape that in front of you, and guys, by the way, I have here a mark. This mark tells me that I have a right angle. So I have here this shape. I have two angles are what? I have two angles are what? Right angles. And what angle I have here? I have one angle. One angle what? It's greater or less than a right angle? It's less than a right angle. How about the last one? I have one angle here left. Now, it's greater than or less than right angle. It's greater than right angle. So I have three types of angles. A right angle, it will find it as a square corner. You will have this sign. Okay. And I have angles less than a right angle and I have angles more than right